Finally, we're in the semifinals, and of course, semifinals of Copa and semifinals of the Euros, and of course, another opportunity for me to win again, considering I won the last time. For Isn't to win again, considering she won the last time, and for someone who has been losing a lot recently to finally, try and redeem himself. I will not mention names, but I want to know. Let's start with the person that has not been winning. what has been influencing your selections? And why are they not coming through?
Just to debunk, that statement that I did it first. I did it first, I paved the way for you guys to win. So I'm happy that you guys followed suit for my strategy and you finally won. So congratulations to you guys again. So, but to our viewers out there, if you're thinking about the strategy, what comes to our mind before we make our picks, like what I did that they, took a page from my book. It's pretty simple, like we always say. First of all, you do your proper research. You know the players that will be. You don't just look at games because Spain and France are playing. I think Spain have been playing well, so Spain will win. You go in depth and you see, Carvajal is not playing, Morata is not playing. These two guys are two key figures in the Spanish squad. You go deeper again to see what kind of formation would Deschamps likely use. Who are the center backs that will play against XX winger and whatnot. When you look at your matchups and you do your plus and minus and whatever, you feel okay, because France have a Saliba that is stopping every striker left and right. France have a Saliba, so I'm thinking Spain will have a hard time scoring. Yes. So I'm backing France to win or draw, or something like that. So basically, you do your research, you check check the formations, and sometimes you can also add your gut feeling.
How about you? What influences your selections?
Yeah, I think sometimes I look at the form of a team in the competition and how good the stats are in their favor. You talk about the Spanish team, they've scored in every of the games they've played so far in the Euros, so that gives you a chance to know that definitely a 1.5 might work out for you.
Sorry, to France. How many people have scored France?
For France, only Mbappe.
No team has scored it for. So
okay, me too. I've scored against.
So what do you do in a situation where two opposite sides are facing? France have scored in every game. Nobody has scored France.
That's why I say you look at
France have not considered from open play in every game. So what do you do in that kind of situation?
Those are the kind of things you look at, and then you tell yourself. That's why you then talk about the player selections too ahead of it, because I will tell you, don't be too quick to make your predictions, because maybe few, like a day before it, or maybe actually that before? Day. I mean, like when you want to pick your team, because you never can tell what will happen. A player could just go for training and get injured. So now you know that there won't be a Dani Carvajal won't be there too.
No Morata.
And no Morata as
Although Morata would have been light work for Saliba.
Yes, probably. That's not an argument, I would say, judging from what he would be. But you look at the France side. You look at how they've also not been prolific in front of goals, which will got to give you a chance that, like, I would always go my goal margin. The scoring, the chances of scoring are very little. So
with Mbappe, all things are possible.
Yes, Mbappe, all things are possible. We've not seen him score from open play.
Well, he's a player,
he's a player. He's going to score in this one against France, and that's Spain. He's going to score. So I think I usually will go. Most times I look at the form of a team. Like that's how I've been doing it so far in the Euros. The way they play, I've looked at the England team. They don't know how to win most times in full games. They've
won only once in 90 minutes.
They have been a team that have played more extra time games so far in the cup. So you just go save and say, okay, it's either they win or they draw.
And one thing that Southgate does is when they are leading, he retreats.
That was what Spain did against Germany, and
they were not leading.
So they had to
immediately they conceded. You saw the drastic changes they had to make, bringing Palmer. We saw the
which explains why you hardly see any England game in major tournament with over 2.5 goals. Hardly.
Yes,
except like group stage.
Where the golfing quality is so high.
They have always been conservative. If you look at them, especially from that Euro 2020, it's been a conservative side till they get to the competition. So I think it's looking at the competition's form for the teams, and usually we'll play in your favor.
For me. One thing that hasn't been mentioned so far properly is news, team news, not just team news, but rumors about what setup is going to happen. Like we heard about the England setup like 2 days before it happened.
Yeah.
And that's, everybody started to think in terms of, this is how England are going to set up. We're hearing now, for instance, that Deschamps is going to bench Griezmann. So now you now have to try to figure out if he's benching Griezmann, is it that he wants to play Camavinga and Rabiot, or does he want to play Dembele so that he can have two people stretching the pitch? And especially when Spain are always going to attack, we know they're going to attack, so there will be spaces for them to exploit. So that can help you now gauge. You look at the matchups, individual matchups, like if Morata was playing now, Morata Saliba, if it's not Morata now, Morata is not playing, so Joselu probably. Is this a player that can give trouble to, you understand? Or is he going to play Dani Olmo as a false nine? So you try to also anticipate what the coaches are going to do, and how we know that Deschamps is not going to come out all out.
Yeah,
it's going to even if you allow him
to conservative tournament I've seen
from him.
I mean, there's a reason why is I think it's the longest serving of all managers at the moment.
And
so
he keeps going deep in tournaments.
There's a reason why he has that understanding of his squad, so he's allowed to.
And I think after what happened at the last Euros, where he wanted to play something beautiful
and it didn't work out.
Doing Griezmann, Benzema, Mbappe, and then 3-1 up with 10 minutes to go, and they ended up losing that game because went 3-3 and then penalties. And Deschamps also does not plan for penalties. He has said it time and again, he does not plan for penalties. So you know that if the game is going to go into penalties, if you have that knowledge that this man does not plan for, he doesn't care, he doesn't believe in, really planning for penalties. He believes that anyhow they want to go and play, let them play it. It's a lottery. Meanwhile, there are some other people that plan for it, and they believe that this is. And you remember? Did you see the news about Militao?
Yeah.
They said he missed all his penalties in training, and he came and he was the first person to play penalty. So if you anticipate that kind of thing, that this Brazil, they are not serious. This is what they will do, So if you're betting on like Copa America games, you know that because it's knockouts, teams just want to get to penalties.
Yeah,
because
especially no after 90 minutes.
After 90 minutes, straight to penalties. So if you're an underdog, you are coming there to make sure that
let's stretch this game to penalties.
And of course, we saw Uruguay play penalties with Brazil. We saw Argentina also have to go to penalties. So. And Venezuela, Canada also went. So 3 of the 4 games went to penalties. And that tends to happen a lot with Copa America, unless there's a huge gulf like Colombia versus Panama. So those are the things we tend to look out for. And but now going to the thing proper.
Yep.
Semifinals are here. We need to know your tips and tell us why you're going for the things you're going for, and assure us that you're going to get it right.
I can't assure you because I'm not the one playing. But my tips are very bold, very, very bold. I'm not going to be like someone. I won't mention names. If it fits, if the cap fits you, wear it. I won't be like someone that will play under 10.5 goals in a game. I did not mention anybody's name. I did not mention anybody's name. So
that's a slander.
Straight into it, yeah. Spain versus France. Both teams not to score.
Okay, so GG.
Both teams not to score, and I'm saying that because both sides negate their form.
So you're saying to be 0-0?
No, I'm not saying to be 0-0. Only one. If someone is going to win, only one team will score.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because of France's airtight defense. I think Spain are going to find it very difficult, very difficult to score. And if they manage to break the defense and score 1 goal, then France would not score because they've been struggling, and to just end that way. And if France manage to score, they will do what they've been doing best, and they will still lock that defense, and there will be nothing for Spain. So both teams not to score. That's a very bold tip. And for Netherlands versus England, I don't know whether it's penalties, whether it's in 90 minutes, but England to qualify.
Okay.
I see.
The last time you said a team to qualify, Germany to qualify, and Kai Havertz
we know who caused it. We know who caused it. It was Rudiger. It was Rudiger that left. You left this guy on mark.
You left this guy on mark. They were winning. Nobody caused it.
You left him on mark.
Even if Germany had qualified, Havertz did not score. So
but okay. Let me finish. Copa America, Argentina, Canada. I'm backing it. A repeat of the group stage fixture. the opening game of the tournament. It's going to be a much more difficult game because there's a lot at stake. Both sides are staring at silverware, and they know that you are just 90 minutes away from getting to the final. So Argentina should not expect the same Canada they met at the start of the tournament. But regardless, I'm still backing them. They know how to win this tournament. They are favorites at the moment. Everything is in their favor, and they have one of the top scorers too. So I think they will ride their favorite status and claim the win. And for Colombia versus Uruguay, it's a much more difficult one. Two of them are actually in good momentum at the moment, and both teams can cause problems for each other. So I'm not going to go with the win or draw market. I'm just going with over 1.5 goals because I think both teams can score.
Okay.
Bold one. For me, I would go it's Spain. Spain versus France. I feel both sides will be able to score. I think for me, I feel that's the day that France might be able to liberate themselves so far in this competition, because you're going to be facing one of the best in the tournament, and you also have to show your own grit against that team. So I think I'll be going for, I'll be going for over 1.5. I feel 2 goals will be coming out in that game, not just one, like you said.
Yeah.
And then 6.5 corners. The keepers will be very busy in that game.
Look at you being bold though. Over 1.5 and 6.5 corners.
Then for Netherlands versus England, I know that England is going to get to the final. I don't know how they want to do it, so I'm going with a win or a draw for England. That's
good. But I mean, to be fair, the odds will be a bit higher because it's Netherlands they're facing. So
fair enough.
It's not like they're playing Slovenia.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I'm going for a win or draw for England. Then for Argentina versus Canada. Canada. I've seen this Jesse match, Canada side, and I feel they are going to be a hard nut to crack. And knowing that they can stretch it to extra time. So I'm giving penalties.
Yeah.
After full time. You know that penalty can be anybody's game. So I think Canada might be looking at that as a way out to get to the final. So I'll be giving Argentina a win or a draw for that one. Win or a draw. Then
Uruguay versus still also your mind.
Uruguay versus Colombia is under 4.5.
Here we go again.
It's under 4.5.
But this is going to hook you.
It's not going to hook you.
You see Luis Diaz, you just take something, bro.
You just
score like 4.
That way to score hat-trick.
No, he won't take an energy drink that day.
Okay, now we'll see.
Under 4.5.
All right.
Yeah. So, for me, I'm going very bold now. You know, usually I do 6.5 corners, but this time around, I'm going even higher because I want to be bold. I mean, I just want. Nah, come on. Calm down. But I think Spain, France, one team is going to probably score, leading to the other team having to attack them on and on and on like that. So I think we're going to have over 8.5 corners in that game. I think that because we know that Spain are going to attack, they're not going to hold back, so it's not going to be a very conservative game or a snooze fest like what we saw with the Portugal game against France. So I think we're going to have many corners, over 8.5 corners. For Netherlands, England, Netherlands are a team who like to attack as well, and there are always goals in Netherlands games, so you know that they are incentivized to go forward and go after England, and England too will try to weather that storm and also deal with that. So I think they'll also have over 8.5 corners in that game. So I'm going the corner markets because I don't trust this goal scoring thing. When the competition gets deep, everyone is a bit careful. So I don't think we're going to see many goals. And for Argentina versus Canada, I'm going 1 or over 1.5. I think either Argentina win or we're going to have 1.5 goals.
It was not the same thing you did the first time.
No, that was and I learned the hard way because Lionel Messi did me strong. So if I catch you, Messi, okay. Then Uruguay versus Colombia, I think we're going to have over 6.5 corners. Extra tip, I think that there are going to be many fouls once again, like what happened in the last Uruguay game, because Colombia and Uruguay, they have a very strong rivalry.
I think they got red carded, yeah?
Well,
there
were many yellow cards, many fouls and all. So I think we're going to see the same thing here. It's going to be a very tough game, and these two teams, they don't like themselves. So but I'm not going to go with that. I'm going with corners because I think we're going to have over 6.5 corners here. But yeah, so that's it for me. And yeah, you've gotten all our tips. Just make sure that you look at everything that was said and pick your favorite options.
Yeah.
And go
Play
with it. Play safe. Don't bet what you cannot afford to lose. Don't bet what you cannot afford to lose.
Of course, very important.
Yeah, that's why you have me.
She's here to help
Right.
you, and guide you to safety. And Kolade is here to lead you with the boldness. So you just balance, everything balances out at the end of the day. But thank you very much for joining us once again. And for me, Cerebrone, Kolade, Duchess of Sport was saying good luck to you and may your bets come home like England are bringing it home. Take care.
Word.
Well, France will win sharp, but anyway, take care.
Tickets.